Hi everyone, it's Karen here, and I just wanted to give you an update of what I have been up to. It's fall right now, but here in Canada it feels like winter, and I know all of you must either be getting ready to maybe attend a trade show or a craft show or maybe be in one. And so what I've been doing is I've been getting ready for my biggest craft show, which is the One of a Kind show in Toronto. And it's an 11-day event, so it's a long one, and it's like the busiest time of my year online and getting ready for the show. So to say the least, the last couple of months or weeks, I've been just hunkering down on everything that involves getting ready for the show. So the show starts on November 21st and it runs until December 1st. And I'm there for all 11 days. I do have a little bit of help. In this vlog today, don't forget to stay till the very end because I have a giveaway. I'm getting ready for the One of a Kind show in Toronto, and I'm giving away 2 free tickets to the show plus a gift certificate for my shop to use at either the show or online. And I'm gonna tell you how to get that at the end of this video. And this post today, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what I've been up to getting ready for this. So a couple months back already, I was, many months back, I was already preparing with buying yarn and getting it to my crocheters. And so they have been madly crocheting over the last couple months. And as well, I've been getting supplies that I need, like the trims, and making sure I have all my labels and bags delivered. I've planned out my inventory. So the way I do that, like people are like, oh, how much should I bring to the show? Honestly, it's kind of hard figuring out how much to bring to the show, but basically you gotta ask around a bit. Nobody usually ever wants to give you real numbers, but you just estimate based on any other shows you do, or just bring as much as you humanly have, and then you just sell, and then base your next show on, or next year's show on how much you sell. So that's what I've done over the last few years. I estimate how many I sell, and then I figure out how many I want to sell, and if I'm doing this for longer or shorter. When I first started the show, it was I did the 5-day show, and it was so good that I had to definitely do the full 11 days the next time. So I just basically planned to double my inventory, and it turned out that it was a rough estimate, about as good, like for the double the amount of time. So that's how I planned out my inventory. And then I think of bestsellers, styles. I also keep in mind what's been selling online, what people have been asking for, what my boutiques have been stocking in their stores, and what I'm finding that they're asking for, because it's based on what their customers also want. And some of their customers also are the same type of clientele who walk the show. So I've dropped off yarn at my crocheters. What else? I've ordered supplies. What do I still have to do? I still need to weave in a lot of ends. I'm sure, I don't know if you love that part, but it's like my least favorite part, but it's got to be done. So I got to weave in a lot of ends to some hats that I just recently completed, like in the last couple days. I got to do a lot of labeling. I've been trying to label my hats as I go, but I just kind of fell behind, and I have a ton of hats to label. But fortunately, I could do it during the show, so it's not too bad. Like I can do that. Then the day after tomorrow, I'm going to pick up the truck, and we're going to pack the truck, get it to the show site, which is the Enercare Center in Toronto, which is on the CNE grounds. Then I'll be unloading it. We'll be setting up our walls, the floors, all of the displays. Then the last part is I'll get my inventory in there. So every step of the way, I have like an idea of what I need to get done. And to tell you the truth, anyone who's done like craft shows, that it's pretty stressful. Or you can find it stressful, but if you've done a lot of them, like, you can get used to not being stressed. I haven't reached that point yet where I don't feel any kind of stress. I think in a way it's kind of good to be on top of things and to use that to motivate you. It's not good if you get overly stressed and you start like having like anxiety pains, or it translates into something physical. But I still get like nervous about stuff. Like recently, a shipment of some of my supplies didn't come in, and I got a little bit worried, but now everything's underway, so it's good. So in terms of like briefly handling stress, through the years I got the hang of what types of things need to be done next, and I've been able to kind of plan it out like as a project plan, like this has to happen, then this has to happen. If I'm waiting for this, I can do a whole bunch of other things. So it's kind of like that. The stress is a little bit lower when it comes to dealing with uncertain things, because fewer and fewer things become uncertain, and you just have an idea of what to plan for. Another way to also handle stress is once you have a better idea of what to plan for, I've also started planning more time to like spend with family, pace myself. Don't save everything for the end. I never save anything for the end, but just when uncertain things happen, when it's early on in mine or your life cycle of learning something new, it's always hard to figure out what to do next if you don't know what to expect. So at this point, I know a lot of what to expect, and at least I can add in a buffer for any stressful situations where I might have to deal with any issues. There was a year I had a trade show, this is like as an aside, where when I was at the show setting up, there was a huge problem. One of my handymen didn't show up. It's a long story, but that'll be like a separate story time blog, because I have to tell you about that one. So I'll post that on another time. Okay, now I know that when people post these sort of like get ready for craft show blogs, they show like their studio and all that sort of thing. Honestly, I'm still a little self-conscious about how like messy things get, but I've managed to slightly kind of tidy things up, and you probably might not think it's that tidy, but anyway, I'll show you what I kind of have going on right now. It's more or less kind of almost packed and ready to go, but I'll show you. Okay, so right now things are like all over my house, and I'm gonna show you where some of the things are and what I'm getting ready to put and bring with me to the show. So here I have in the middle of my living room some of my unfinished, unwoven in ends. So the hats are done, I just need to label them and weave in these ends. And this is one of our special edition yarn art merino signature hats that I'm going to be bringing to the show. I don't even sell this online. I always do a little special something for the One of a Kind show. I'll always have something that you can't get anywhere else, and these are some of the hats I'm going to be bringing. I'm super excited about them. And then also I've got my pom-poms already kind of packed up. So here's some that I was working on this morning, and I've got more downstairs already packed, but I'll show you that in a minute. And what else is around my house? So I've got some of my props hanging out in different parts of the house. So who doesn't have a mannequin in their living room? Raise your hand. Okay, so this is, I'm gonna bring this with me to the show. Okay, and now I am in the abyss of a part of my house where I keep all my yarn that is going to become hats eventually. Some of my hats that aren't already packed and labeled for the show, those will go to the show as well. Here's where I've already kind of set aside a lot of the things that I'm bringing to the show, right by my handy dandy treadmill, which I haven't had much of a chance to use lately, but I will. So here's my bags that still need to be labeled. That's okay, that's not too hard. And then I have like pictures that I've got packed. In here I've got my mannequin glass heads. I've got some of my pom-poms all ready to go. I have some of my displays, shelving, what's down there? Lighting, extra backdrops, tablecloths, that sort of thing, that in case I need them. And then I have my walls stored away. I only take those out as soon as I have the truck because those things are heavy, and I need my husband and another handyman to help me get those walls ready. So anyhow, that is this mess. Okay, so that was a little bit of the behind the scenes stuff. So at this point, I'm going to let you know how you can win 2 free tickets to the One of a Kind show, as well as a $50 gift card to use at the show if you're coming, or you can use it online if you're too far away to use at the One of a Kind show. So all you have to do is comment below and put the word showtime and subscribe. So if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And then on Wednesday, I will use a random comment picker to choose who is the winner, and I'll be contacting you through a message and get your email so I can send you your voucher. So again, subscribe as well as put a comment below saying showtime, or post any type of comment if you like the video, if you don't like the video, and then I will be in touch again soon and let you know who won the giveaway. Okay, so stay tuned folks, and I'll be posting more updates on the show, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.